I'd like to jump into kind of a quick session called Myths or Truths, where I'll throw out a couple of statements out there, just interested in your opinion if it's a myth or a truth. The UK is falling behind in advanced manufacturing compared to the US or Europe.
True.
Okay. I wasn't expecting you to say that. Why?
No, it's definitely true because we are not investing. And the reason why we're not investing is because the government are not putting out as many grants as they ought to. And their focus is very much on digital. Like, we were very lucky to win a smart grant. We had Innovate UK at our event, and yeah, they were extremely happy with our project outcomes. But at the beginning of the project, they didn't seem overly keen. They gave us the money, obviously, but we were a risk to them, which I completely understand, because it's not something that they would normally put in their portfolio. So yeah, I think for us to be a real powerhouse, we need to invest. And that's investment in both in terms of grant funding, so government-led, and then it's also an investment of having a country which is good for business for external foreign investment. And I don't want to go into a whole political debate. I probably don't know enough either to make firm facts, but yeah, my feeling is that we ought to be investing more, and there ought to be more opportunity for grant funding, and there ought to be more support in terms of R&D tax funding and all that sort of jazz to foster an environment where businesses are happy to invest, because we're a country full of bright people and we do have amazing ideas, and we just need to be put into an environment where we can thrive, and that environment is the country.
Startups can't really compete with more established companies when it comes to developing products like this.
False.
Okay, how so?
Startups are nimble as you like. So we were able to produce a whole machine with a team of 6 people in 18 months. I reckon if you put that same project in a big blue chip OEM, they'd still be discussing the colour.
Yeah, true. Okay, good answer.
But I'm going to caveat that with it's very hard to fund it. And it's a big risk.
Yes. Yeah. But the right funding and the right people, it can be
You can achieve anything.
Okay. Leading on from that then, hiring the right people is more important than having the right business idea.
Definitely. Without people, you're nothing. I can't do nothing without the team around me. I can have all the bright ideas in the world, but who's going to make it?
Yeah. And the right people will help you get adjusted to the right ideas.
Without those motivated people with the right skill sets, there isn't a business.
Yeah.
It's just an idea.
Being a founder means you get to work less and focus on the big picture.
No, that's not true. I'm a first in and last out, and maybe in 10 years' time that will change. But right now, we, as founding members of the business, you got to give everything you've got, everything. And that has also a detrimental effect on family, because you're working more hours than you should, and your whole focus is on making this venture work. And you kind of need to, right? You've got responsibilities for the people that you've employed. You got responsibilities to shareholders if you've got them, and you've obviously got responsibilities to each other as the founding team to give everything, because this is not an easy task.
Sure. Okay. Last one of these then. So you should wait until you feel fully ready before taking a big career leap.
No, that's not true.
Have you approached that?
Everything's a calculated risk, right? But if you get frozen in indecision because you need all the data, you never go anywhere. So yeah, and that will be from every decision you make, whether it be to cross the road or whether it would be to get another career. You make an informed decision with the data around you, but there's always an element of risk, right?
Yeah. But then just go for it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for indulging me with those little quick fire ones.